me, you wanna know what I do when I act bad? I do what the fuck I want. I'm gonna just do what the fuck I want, say what I want. That's acting bad. Like
that's why I with you too.
Yeah, I'm hanging out the window.
Yeah, you with the
I'm twerking.
That's what the fuck
I'm doing the fuck I want.
Yeah, you living life.
Yeah, acting bad.
Yeah, acting bad. That's what's up.
You certainly didn't think the P. Diddy saga was over, but a devastated woman will do anything.
I will be saying something about it. I'm in amazement on what's going on in the world. But hey, who am I? I am somebody. But even I get tired of this, man. Woo! It's too much cooning and buffooning, y'all. Too much. And we all guilty of it. But damn, man. I can't believe this is what hip hop has become, man. I just can't. My mind is like blown, man. Y'all need to watch some documentaries on hip hop. People don't even know what hip hop is. Netflix has this great documentary on hip hop, the history of hip hop. I know, I think Steve Stout did one. Fr3ak0ffs. Just go to YouTube, man. Go to YouTube, man. And I'm not one to cast no stone, but damn it, I know when to stop.
Going in public and shooting at another celebrity, it don't make sense. And $1 million is something that, you know, you can pay, but it ain't gonna cover up for the fact that you f***ed up your career, son. Well, you know, a setup is a setup no matter how you put things together. You know, we're not here to put people in jail, but we are here to bring clarity to certain situations, and the clarity comes from understanding that, you know, there is envy in this industry and there is hate in this industry, which are two different words. And when you take hate and you take envy and you try to put those together, that's a strong beast. You know, and some of those people that are sitting around us celebrities, or those people called people of higher, you know, in higher positions, they want our position. And there is nothing, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And they'll do anything to.
Because if there's one thing you should know, it's probably that Diddy and the long line of scandals he drags around with him aren't going away anytime soon.
Talk about that today. All I can say is sometimes, you know, you gotta move on. Sometimes, for real, with like everything. I'm one of the people that it's like, that it's hard for me to move on. I mean, when I got fired from Uptown, I was crying like a baby. I didn't want to go out there in that big world. Shout out to anybody that got fired though. But for me, my was just, you know, I ain't had no choice. Shorty wasn't with me.
This is what we mean. I won't put a title on it. We were tight with each other at one point. He supported me, and I supported him. I'll let the internet call it whatever they want to call it. Young Miami recently disclosed that she and Diddy are no longer dating. That's correct, according to Miami. We had our own situation. This is the intriguing aspect of P. Mr. Sean Combs was given an unpleasant moniker a few months ago after Miami said on her Kesha Please Talk show that she loves it when her lovers urinate on her in the shower. Naturally, this led to fans thinking her ex-boyfriend was supporting her in that regard. However, Miami is talking about more than just that. She also discloses everything strange that she saw, and that Usher was a victim of. While we may not be aware of all the details, Usher has come forward to discuss how Diddy coerced him into becoming gay. As for the other stuff, well, that's another story entirely. For now, just connect the dots, will you? A little behind at the tender age of 14, Usher caught Diddy's attention without realizing the hardships he would later face on his journey to becoming the prosperous man he is today. Clearly, P. Diddy, the record producer, signed Usher to Bad Boy Entertainment straight away, not only to further his career but also to realize his gay fantasies.
Right here from day one, we used to wake up and, I mean, damn, pause, but like just I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. Breathe it in. Yeah, they yours, and you gonna see this for you. You ain't for nobody else but you. You take that time, boy. I see you. Fly ass motherfucker doing baby. You in the kitchen. Eating all my cereal.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what kind, do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like, you know,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Rumors started circulating then that Usher was housed and mentored as part of his training program to help him break into the entertainment world.
What the word culture meant at the time. And it was hard. There were a lot of things I seen and a lot of positions that I think I was put in where I had to make very, very tough decisions in my life about who I would be. I was 13 years old, and being 13, having that type of exposure, you know, yeah, it was cool to go to Howard Homecoming with Puff. It was great to be able to go to Club USA or the Supper Club, you know, with Puffy in that time, or the Tunnel. These are places that a 13-year-old probably should not be. You know, most kids will be excited about it. You know, most kids are trying to figure out, you know, how to be around, you know, hot girls, pretty girls. I'm around grown women, and I'm seeing them do things and have experiences that I'm not quite ready for. You know, and I think that he was just trying to show me the lifestyle. However, that's not what I was there for. I was there because I wanted a career, man. So we would fight, we would tussle. More than often, I think Puffy would say, man, you gotta chill, like you just a little bit too intense. You know, you gotta relax. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, like banging on this man as though, you know, I am the manager. I am the spokesperson for Usher. And I'm telling him, look, you're gonna put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there, you got Craig Mack in there. You're gonna make me a priority too. I'm not here to party with you. I don't wanna go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? I think as a kid, I realized, hey, look, that's not my ring. That's not my moment. That's not my bottle. That's not my drink. That's not my celebration. So I'm not here to celebrate. I wanted people to be excited about me the way that they were excited about him. I wanted my own success. I would stay at the studio. All of what I could absorb from being an artist, being around other performers like Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, I'll Be Sure at the time, Missy Elliott, Timbaland, all of these people, I would just absorb every bit of what I could get my hands on. I was just pulling everything I possibly could. There was a lesson in all of it. There was something to pull from it all because I got a chance to see a glimpse of the lifestyle, a glimpse of the idea of what it was to be successful. And part of all of this is really, if you can see it, then you should believe it.
However, Usher recently opened up about the negative aspects of his early career. According to Usher, when he was still a minor, he was exposed to insane parties and narcotics, which made him anxious about everything.
Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth. Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know, and a lot of more people know, didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp. Y'all put it together.
And what you mean by Diddy camp?
Remember? He was on one of the talk shows, the white guy with the curly hair. What's his name? The white guy with the curly hair. And he said, yo, would you send your son to Diddy camp? And Usher said, no. Ask him why he won't send him to Diddy camp. But yet and still you praise him.
Damn, man, and you said that, I know you can't go into detail, but you said that it was a situation where Diddy sent him to the hospital?
Let Usher explain that to you. Let Usher mama explain that to you. And the hospital was in Scarsdale, New York.
Additionally, Puff's prize security has brought in all the receipts for this time's thorough analysis of the Usher-Diddy situation. After hearing Gene explain it to you, you won't be in the dark about it. Gene asserts that Diddy has assumed a leading role in organizing the infamous gay parties that the Hollywood elite are rumored to frequently attend. Diddy shows that he is more than just a guest there. He actively seeks out new attendees, turning these get-togethers into an elite club exclusive to those who agree to sell their souls to Diddy.
It all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff and he's in exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping. Right, he's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that, because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he going, I'm just looking at the places where he picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I was like, okay. He put them in the bag. And when I went by there and I looked up there and it said plugs. And I was like, hey, yo. I said, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said plugs. And he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you can do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. When he got I just waited at the counter. When he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like, he gave the guy a stack, something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store.
To clear up any confusion, Gene adds that Diddy had goals other than his own. More importantly, it seems like Diddy has been organizing these events not just for his personal amusement, but also in an effort to entice other strong men to act strangely so that he may record them and use the embarrassing footage for his own benefit.
I knew I used to wait outside of Turkish baths for him. You know what they do in the Turkish baths?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay. That's where a lot of gay men meet. And they all take hot baths together. To each his own though, bruh. But that's a lot of that these guys get into when they start having certain meetings with certain people and they meet them at the Turkish bath and they do their meetings and they meet their people in those type of situations where they're comfortable at. So they don't have to worry about their indiscretions coming out. You mean? You understand what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, twice, sometimes 3 times a week, me and the driver be outside. He'll run into the Turkish bath. Got that big tub at home, but you want to go? No, go ahead.
W Jr. in the meantime has also said that young rappers like Justin Bieber and Usher were duped by Diddy because they were credulous, and that he and many other artists were pressured to participate in actions for which they were not psychologically or emotionally ready.
I keep telling y'all the nigga been battling with this homosexuality way before all this came out. Y'all be, you know, you motherfuckers like always saying, and you too, John, Reggie be lying, Reggie making up. But if y'all go and listen to my videos before, y'all see I done spoke on all this bull before. Been telling y'all, Puffy Combs is a homosexual. Any man sitting paying a motherfucking meal to come and watch him have sex with his girl is a weirdo. Now I know y'all be like, well, you don't watch porn, you don't watch porn. No, number one, I don't pay a motherfucking man to come and watch me or let me watch them a man. I mean, a girl. I ain't gonna pay no man to do that. And generally, if I'm watching porn, it's girl on girl. That's just my taste. But yeah, that's crazy. But I've been telling y'all this is gay. He's gay, but when you have to have these females around, you gotta hide that crazy fantasy. I got Gene, I told y'all. Going to buy plug.
Reggie asserts that Usher's admission that he now regrets some of the decisions he made, even if he did the best he could at the time, is also influenced by this. Usher is currently criticizing Combs for not being the best role model in order to forge his own identity, follow his career on his terms, and cease being someone else's property. He felt compelled to fire Combs. Not to forget, Combs is also currently being held accountable for several deaths, primarily those of young musicians who wanted to express their distaste for the rapper Diddy and his Fr3ak0ffs. For now, we are at a crossroads trying to untangle the complicated rap sheet Diddy and those around him have put together for the rapper. Unless Diddy decides to speak up and clear the air, and his name with the feds and publicly, we won't really know for sure where we all stand regarding the legal mess.
Don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Let's go. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. Hey, 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 yeah.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. Don't get close to the bed.
Usher look like he fresh off the goddamn plane. Usher
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this for me. Puff just said we used to.
Hello, User just released a podcast detailing all of Diddy's secrets and detailing Usher's experiences at Diddy's flavor camp in it. He claims that weird women are all that exist: drugs, drinking, and prejudice. Usher has been exposed by Diddy to things you would die before witnessing a 14-year-old go through.
He alleges that, Diddy told him personally that he had sex with Usher. And when you look at the lawsuit, even though they got Usher's name redacted, you could tell who it is because they describe him as the guy that performed at the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, we all know who that is, but how you feel about that, man?
Well, I mentioned that earlier, that he said about Stevie J. The Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a certain feeling and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business, right? I know, and people know, that was around in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you gonna give him a pass? Bruh, you know I know. Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth. Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know, and a lot of more people know, didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp. Y'all put it together.
And what you mean by Diddy camp?
Remember, he was on one of the talk shows, the white guy with the curly hair, what's his name? The white guy with the curly hair. And he said, yo, would you send your son to Diddy camp? And Usher said, no. Ask him why he won't send him to Diddy camp. But yet and still you praise him.
Damn, man, and you said that, I know you can't go into detail, but you said that it was a situation where Diddy sent him to the hospital?
Let Usher explain that to you. Let Usher mama explain that to you. And the hospital was in Scarsdale.